Time's up. Admiral.
Here it comes.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
Lego Lord of the Rings Balrog raised eyebrows for what some fans say is an unfortunate pose. I see it. I see it. Oh, I see it. It's taking a piss on Gandalf.
You shall not!
And he says to her, listen, you got a fine white girl ass.
Before you go, one question.
Yes?
Where in the galaxy is Sanusi?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
I think I've died and gone straight to honker heaven. Boobs are amazing.
Hail and howdy, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Dive, the Double Ds, where you, the audience, are in charge. You make this steamboat go round, and I look for the lifeboat, but you don't let me get on it. I hope everybody's having a good Thursday. The week is almost over, and just as we here's truth. I'll be truthful with you guys. I never know what's going to happen whenever I push that go live button. I don't. I have no idea. I wonder, am I going to be able to piece together a show? Are you guys going to show up and make this show entertaining? Because, you know, I do whatever you want. And it's like that with most streams. You hit the go live and you go, what's going to happen today? You know, sometimes you have a plan, sometimes you don't. And then you stumble across things you realize, oh, okay, well, we could talk about this, talk about that. And in the past 10 minutes, I've strung together topics, things to talk about. So just if people wonder, that's what it's like, I think, for just about all of us who do this. We have sometimes a general idea, but when we hit that go live, we're prepared for the worst. We're prepared for things to fall apart completely. And it's a little nerve-wracking. It really is. But yeah, you go forward. You do it. You make it happen. Despite the fact you guys can't see it, I got these massive shadows under my eyes. Despite getting just about enough sleep last night, I gotta do something. I gotta be better about myself. I'm not treating myself very well. I got massive. I'm gonna call it sleep deprivation, but something's not right, and I gotta fix it. I should feel better than I do right now. Anyway. Hope you guys are doing all right, though. I appreciate you guys being here on this Thursday afternoon. And yes, Legatus, I know we talked about that yesterday. You were here, you were there, weren't you? I remember you were there. We talked about that. See, I don't generally drink. I socially drink. When I do drink, it's social, and that's few and far between. So I really am not. We did that once 2 years ago. We did the birthday stream where I drank on a Mellow Mondays. I didn't like it. I did not like feeling like that while I was streaming. I mean, it took a while for me to get hit, but it wasn't a comfortable feeling. I felt like I wasn't in control of the stream. I was struggling to maintain topic. I was struggling to maintain focus. I was worried about hitting the wrong button. I don't like being drunk on stream. I really don't. I do not like that feeling. It's one thing to be in a social situation, just hanging out, get a little blitzed, but another to when I'm live on the air. I don't. For me, it's not a good idea. I don't like the feeling. Anyway, so what we got today. I got a couple things. I have one definite segment I'm going to talk about. One of my favorite punching bags, James Gunn. I am not a lightweight. I just don't like feeling buzzed while I'm streaming. I wasn't drunk. I was just buzzed, and I didn't like it. I don't like the feeling of that while I'm streaming. I don't want to hear that from no Lalafell degenerate, all right? I don't want to hear that from you. Anyway, I got a little punching bag of James Gunn to talk today because James Gunn continues to open his mouth and prove that he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, and that does anybody really care what he's doing over at Warner Brothers? Do they care? Do they know? So I got a little thing he did. He did a little interview with GQ that's starting to make their rounds. We're going to focus on a part of it. We may come back to it again this weekend, I'm sure. At the same time, we've got a couple of funky things that I came across just now that I want to talk about, because let's start with this. So I was right yesterday. Look what arrived. Physical copy of Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. I mean, there it is in all its glory. And I'm very happy to have this. And there is nothing agenda in this game. There isn't. It's exactly this. It's gonna be exactly the same as the old game. Some people try to pretend there isn't. But this was cool. This was cool. Look at this. So here, open it up. Here it is. Boom. Here it is. Now look at that right there. You see that right there? This is a callback to good old-fashioned rewards for having a physical copy. It came with a fold-out poster. Look at this. If I can open it, careful, don't want to tear it. See, it's the jobs poster. Look at that. It's got all the jobs you can unlock in it. Squire, chemist, knight, archer, black mage, time mage, summoner, thief, dragoon, monk, dancer, ninja. I want to be ninja. Samurai, geomancer, arithmetician, bard, orator, mime, mystic, white mage. Now, I remember back in the day during my original playthrough, I discovered you combine knight, monk, and ninja on Ramza, and it was crazy fucking strong. It was a crazy strong combination for that. It was really good. I don't know what I'm going to do this time around. We'll figure it out when we get there. But then over here on this side too, it comes with a jobs chart of mapping of how to get from one job to the next, leveling them up and advanced classing them. And of course, you don't really need this. It's been out there for years. But I think it's cool to show this. I think this is a very cool thing. It's nice to be rewarded for my physical copy. If I can fold this back together without damaging it. There we go. And I like this. This is great. It was very pleasing because when I first got it, I felt something moving around in there, and I thought, oh no, not again. A disc has come loose. I hope it isn't scratched. They never are. It's plastic. It's not going to get scratched. But I opened it up, and I thought this was pretty cool. So here we are. Square Enix has done a good thing. Yoshi P headlined, made sure this was going to happen. Final Fantasy Tactics Love. And we should be happy about this. And most people are. And this should be an easy win for Square Enix. But then I was just right now, I was just doing one last doom scroll to see if anything could catch my eye to talk about. And I see this right here. And this reminds you why you have to praise good and give the middle finger to bad. Obsidian, once a great developer. It's time to rally our party and celebrate. Congratulations to Square Enix for the launch of Final Fantasy Tactics, Ivalice Chronicles, with a fucking Queerdo Troon picture. With a DEI Queerdo Troon picture. Now, of course, Final Fantasy responded. Thank you. I mean, that's the way to respond. You respond when another developer comes out. But I don't. But what the hell is this? This is why your games fail. Avowed failed. Outer Worlds. I have it, but I've never played it. And all the shit they make fails repeatedly because this is who you're making your games for. Queerdo DEI Troon shit. Not real gamers. Well, this right here. Ah, shit. Hang on. Oh, damn it. Why did that happen just now? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? In the middle of a rant. There we go. Technology is great, isn't it? Okay, let's bring that. There we go. Sorry about that. But I mean, this is a good thing. You simply poured it over, remastered it, fresh voice acting in it for the first time, but it's still the same game. It's essentially probably the War of the Lions edition, now beefed up for console and PC. This is an easy win. Fans love this game. But then you got Obsidian. Obsidian, you could have just said, congratulations, with a picture of Final Fantasy Tactics. You had to put up some creepy, queerdo, DEI troon shit in your post. I don't understand this type of thinking. I really don't. Who does this? Who thinks like this? Who behaves like this? You can't just say good job for your game and show a picture of the game. You have to put up an agenda-driven signal. Look, we're allies. This is ridiculous. This is why Obsidian sucks. This is why 90% of the AAA suck, because they bend the knee for DEI troon queerdo bullshit like this. This is not gaming. Delivering a good game is gaming, and that's something Obsidian hasn't done in a long time. I mean, I'm looking forward to, hopefully tonight we'll have some time to play this. Hopefully. I got to go out this evening for a little bit. I got to do something. The schedule shifted on me, and I got to take care of something this evening when I get my car tonight. But hopefully we'll have some time to play this tonight. If not, then we'll play this probably Monday. We'll probably play this. No, I'm sorry, not Monday. Tuesday, because Monday we got the Stream of Conscious. Well, we'll play this as soon as I can. Hopefully tonight, but I will not make any promises, just because I might want to just take a nap or something, get some extra sleep. But this is so demented and deranged that you have to co-opt. This is a good moment for Square Enix, and you have to co-opt it with your messaging, with your look at us, aren't we great? Here's our DEI troon queerdo bullshit. Probably not. He hates all Final Fantasy. He hates all Final Fantasy. And you're right. This isn't just these are people who this thing is their, when they do this, it's their entire fucking life. It replaces religion. It replaces relationships. It replaces everything. This becomes their god, in a sense. Not to mention the ridiculous of this. Also, the tuck in and that is so. God, nobody. No. So I just wanted to share this and show how even a good thing can be easily corrupted when somebody like Obsidian decides to just push the message, push the agenda, when all you have to do is say from one developer to another, good job, and use their artwork. There is so much Final Fantasy Tactics artwork out there for the past 30 years. This game came out in 96. I believe it was 96. 95, 96, somewhere there. Original came out like 95, 96. This game is essentially 30 years old. So there's a lot of artwork out there you could have posted in celebration of showing your appreciation, you're congratulating a good release. And instead, queerdo, DEI, troon bullshit. Because you got to remind everybody you're an ally. This is why change needs to happen and why change is going to happen. Because these assholes are demented. They think this is what gaming is. They think this is what gamers are. And we're not. They've been rejected. So go fuck yourself, Obsidian. Don't you ruin my good time with Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster here, Ivalice Chronicles. Don't you ruin my good time that I'm about to have. I will not stand for this, motherfuckers. All right, so I just wanted to show you guys that. I wanted to fire us up a little bit because the rules are the same as always. $5 for an Adam rant. You just got a mini one. Wasn't really rant, more of a profound statement on things. $10 gets you a question asked and we discuss it. Go down a rabbit hole together. $10 also rents me for 30 minutes, play a video game. $15 and we go over a hot take. Give a hot take. I give you a hot take. I told you there's something you might see it. My eyes are droopy. I feel awake, but my eyes feel tired. I feel it in my eyes, even though I got enough sleep. $15 gets you a hot take on an article from the news segment or one you may have discovered you want me to react to. No prep time, no nothing. I just dive right in. $20 gets you the video reaction where we sit down, have a good laugh. Maybe I cry, maybe I cringe. We don't know. You never know. Well, okay. Kratos knows because Kratos doesn't give me nice things. Kratos gives me pain. And then $30 gets you chat, maybe watch this reviews where I review live on this stream an episode of television of your choice or a movie. But you always got to give me a couple days. Tomorrow, if everything lines up, will be Jack and Jill. And I started watching it yesterday. And my immediate thought is this movie might have had a chance if Adam Sandler had not decided to play both roles. It might have had a chance if Adam Sandler had decided to not play both roles because his Jill is just so bad. It's terrible. He's fine as Jack, but Jill is terrible. Just terrible. Anyway, so there it is. What? Oh, stop it with your warm towel bullshit. You and your warm towels, Kratos. Anyway, so there's the rules. We can live by them. You give me things like Internet Historian. Few and far between. Lately, it's been more of the let's make him cringe in pain and have nightmares. That's what I feel like it's been lately. Anyway, so let's start with a segment I want to talk about here. Where I got something. Let me have a drink, wet my whistle so that I can get through this. Good old water. Good old water. Slightly chilled because of the temperature in the house. Never gets wrong. Supergirl boobies. That doesn't count. I didn't need that because I'd seen it before. Anyway, all right. So we got this here. So the DCU. It's off to a terrible start. It hasn't made any money. Everything has actually been a failure, despite the massive campaigns to pretend that James Gunn and the DCU is off to a great start. It's not off to a great start. It's only going to get worse. At least that's my prediction with the evidence at hand, the facts and logic I use. Peacemaker ain't doing that great. It's not. It's not doing great at all. And that stems from the fact that James Gunn doesn't really understand what goes into a superhero show. He understands what makes a niche show. He understands what makes good niche stuff when he sticks to what he's good at, but it doesn't work. His style does not work for the true superhero thing. It works for the campy, weird, very out there stuff where he can fudge with the rules. Okay? It works for that. But it doesn't work for stuff like Superman. And Peacemaker has kind of proven that. Peacemaker season 2, we're on the penultimate episode. I believe it's tonight. It's either happening tonight or tomorrow. I don't know. I believe it must have happened. I think it must happen tonight or something, because I'm trying to remember when we talked about it last time. Point is, Peacemaker season 2 is almost over. And let's remember, it's the most important thing James Gunn has ever done. Most important thing in the DCU right now. More important than Superman, because it's tying everything together. So last week we talked about the fact that James Gunn had no problem pushing out Earth X, which is Nazi Earth. No problem doing that. He thinks he's brave and stunning for doing it. He thinks he knows exactly what he did with the dog whistle to those who appreciate his type of work, where he's calling truth to power, that if white people had their way, all people of color would be locked up in camps. That's what James Gunn thinks of that. Oh, there's other stuff. There's other stuff to talk about with that, but that was my takeaway. James Gunn believes that if left to their own devices, the uber right wing, the white people, the white man, will jail and eradicate anything that doesn't look like them for their peaceful, pristine world to happen. That's what he thinks. Thing is, though, he now also thinks that if you don't like his show, you are a racist. Yes, this is a quick snippet from an interview from GQ, and we're going to go to the actual question where this was asked. We're not going to do the whole article. It's a very long article, and we're not here for that. That's more a panel thing if I want to do it there. James Gunn on Peacemaker episode 6. I have a few racists that have called me polarizing, but I'm okay with being polarizing and letting racists fall to the wayside. People have loved this episode the most, so it's exciting. They loved it the most. Let's check the Nielsen's right now. I believe Peacemaker, Jed and I talked about this a week ago. Peacemaker has already been out during this period of time here. Or it just started. Not on overall. Not on original, which means it's less than Alien Earth at 326. This was the premiere. Jed and I talked about this last week on Roundtable. This was the premiere. It didn't even crack the top 10. So, James Gunn, you're telling me everybody loves watching your show. Nobody's watched it from the beginning. Nobody's watching it now. But that doesn't stop James Gunn from talking. Let's see the actual question here. I apologize. It's a screenshot. I had to took it from another browser because Chrome kept locking me out of the article for some reason. So it's just a screenshot. But it got what we want here with the question. Sure, this is GQ. Peacemaker has become the flagship show, though. If this is your flagship show, you're in trouble. The next chapter after Superman, and yet it's as weird and specific as it's always been. Does that delight you as much as it delights me? Now, let's talk about the first part of this question before we get to the next part. He has 2 answers to this that are very revealing. The show delights me, James Gunn. I really do whatever I want with Peacemaker. Oh, yes. And I mean, in one respect, I do whatever I want with anything because I am able to make my own choices and I'm my own boss. What about Peter Safran? I thought he was co-boss. But with Peacemaker, we really let it go. We take chances. We go to places where I think other people are afraid to go. We got a lot of pushback from various sources with the structure on this episode in particular. And we're like, let's just not be bashful about this. Let's just do the story that we want to do. And I don't want to have to pull punches with it. Let's take that statement first right there and take a moment with it, okay? James Gunn basically just said nobody at Warner Discovery tells him what to do. He has no oversight with the DCU. His co-president of DC Studios, Peter Safran, has no power to stop him. James Gunn does what he wants. That means every single thing, do you think he meant to do this thing in every movie and TV show to this point? James Gunn did it on purpose. Don't believe his lies when he says, oh, I didn't mean it to reference this. No, he meant it. James Gunn means everything he does. Because remember, James Gunn is a liar. So when he says one thing, he truly means something else. So you see this. That means every piece of trash, every decision to make Superman a cuck, to take away his general agency, to make him an ensemble movie, to make him weak, to make Peacemaker important, to make Peacemaker filled with questionable sexual agenda stuff, to pack it in with the obvious shot that all white people are racist unless you believe James Gunn's ideology that he stands with. Unless you embrace DEI, you're a racist. That is what he is saying. He did it on purpose. Then he says right here, and here's the line. And it's interesting because there hasn't been that sort of, and what does that line mean? And it's interesting because there hasn't been that sort of, then he stops and says, I have a few racists that have called me polarizing, but I'm okay with being polarizing, letting racists fall to the wayside. People have loved this episode the most, so it's exciting. first of all, nobody's loved this episode. This episode was mocked the most because everybody with a brain saw it coming. But I have a few racist. We haven't called you polarizing. We've called you a piece of shit. We've called you a hack. We've called you a loser. We've called you somebody that is out of his depth, trying to run a studio and trying to do more than just the niche superhero stuff that you are. You are talented at, but you're not good at mainstream. We've called you those things. We haven't called you polarizing. I'll call you also a radical ideologue. I will call you that. Because you have to be in order to write an episode that says all white people will eventually become racists, and this is what their world will look like if they're left to their own devices without brave people to push DEI. So there it is. This is James Gunn. This is James Gunn, who also in the same episode, as they talk about here, we ignored Nicholas Holt's cameo. In the same episode, have Lex Luthor talking about two supervillains butt effing in the cell next to his every night. This is James Gunn, a degenerate weirdo who will push agenda-driven ideology, but he's going to coat it in quippy jokes and wacky humor. And, oh, shucks, I'm James Gunn. I didn't know I was doing that. He's going to pretend. He's going to pretend hard. And we're going to call him out on it. James Gunn is a liar. James Gunn doesn't care about anybody but James Gunn. And it shows. Now, we got more James Gunn stuff, but I'm going to save that for the roundtable on this weekend. So tune in for that. 3 p.m. Eastern, right here on Sunday. We're done with this for now. So, yeah, James Gunn truly is a piece of shit. He is. He really is. There's no lies detected. No lies at all. So here we go. I see that, and it just makes me go, man. I am so glad I don't drink that Kool-Aid. And it reminds me that Superman and everything around it is so massively protected. Massively protected. And I can't stand it. Hopefully, listen, I want James Gunn to both keep talking and to shut up. Shut up to save my brain, but keep talking because, hey, the more you talk, the easier it is for me to point out how bad it is. All right, let's fire up the news. Let's fire up the news. See what we got on the day, and we'll have a little fun here. First, let's have a look and see, make sure nothing was done with this. Okay, nope. All right, nobody wants to do anything particular, so let's fire up the news. See what we got. Okay, Bone Lake review. According to Twisty Thriller, a couple's retreat may prove hazardous to your health. I don't even know what this is. I haven't heard of this. I don't know what that is. It looks like promotional crap. Elon wages all-out Netflix cancellation war over streamers alleged. This here's Variety. Oh, it's alleged. It's alleged that they've been putting queerdo DEI degenerate bullshit on Netflix for years. It's alleged. No, it's there. It may not be there anymore, or it may not be making new episodes anymore, but it was there for years. And we can go back to Cuties. Remember Cuties? We do. So a lot of us have been fighting this war for a long time. And those of you who are just showing up, welcome to the party, pal. Where were you 2-3 years ago? So that's, once again, we talked about that yesterday. They're going to run cover for those who fit with their ideological agenda. The ultimatum, queer love canceled by Netflix after 2 seasons. Gee, I wonder why under the current pressure. They're running scared. Their stock dipped from what I heard, but nothing major. Rental Family named as Middleburg Film Festival was closing that film. Maybe one day I'll check that out because I do like Brendan Fraser. Here we go. Ghost of Yotei is out now for Sony PS5. Here's where to buy the game online. We are going to now be inundated with how great Ghost of Yotei is for the next week. The shills are, I've seen it all day today. I was a little groggy at first, so I should have been saving them. The shills all saying the same thing. It looks so great on my PS5 Pro. It looks so great. Here's a picture of my ugly ass women's character standing in the middle of a field with the sun and the trees. They all do the same thing. They're just all of them. They'll talk about the gameplay, just how great it looks. It looks so great. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. You don't hate shills and stands enough. So we're going to be dealing with Ghost of Yote for at least a week. Now, here's the unfortunate thing. We're not going to know shit about the true success of this game because it's a PS5 exclusive right now. There's no Steam charts. There's nothing. There's no charting to know how many people are playing if they have it digital or when you have it plugged in with your disc. No one's tracking you doing that. So we don't know how many people are actually playing this game. We'll probably know how many units have sold. And we'll watch for this now. By next week, watch for the terminology. Will it say units sold or people playing? That'll be the question. People playing, remember, is the bullshit metric. Units sold is, essentially Expedition 33 success. So we'll know. We'll know a little bit depending on how they push their achievement. So be on the lookout now. Ghost of Yote is going to poison our airways for a while. And I'm not saying the game won't play well because Sucker Punch makes a good game. But I don't trust this game as far as I can throw it. And I could throw it pretty far if I had a physical copy. Prof must have walked in at a weird moment there. Anyway, testosterone versus tears. How one battle after another in Hamnet could define the Oscar season. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Antifa the movie is bombing. Nobody cares about Hamnet, but they are going to glaze the shit out of this for awards season. They're going to glaze it all up. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, it's so profound. Fuck off. Celebrity Wheel of Fortune premiere with new host Ryan Seacrest scores best ratings in almost years. It's the wheel. I don't care. I am not a doddering old biddy watching the wheel. Nobody watches game shows anymore. Let's be honest. Nobody watches game shows. Game of Thrones star Liam Cunningham on becoming Nepo Daddy for Blumhouse's new gothic horror game, Eyes of Hellfire. Okay. Chess stars, people I know about. Moving on. Disney Plus sets date for Hulu to replace Star as its global entertainment brand, is adding new integrated features ahead of Hulu app phase out. And there it is. We told you it was coming. Hulu goes bye-bye, and only Disney Plus remains. It's not going to go over well. Don't care about Venice crap. Yes, they're making a second Peaky Blinders series. I didn't watch the first one, not interested, but good for people who enjoy it. I guess there's the series and a movie, and now you're going to get a sequel series. So, hey, if you enjoy it, more content for you. Don't care. Don't care. NBA preseason. I divorced myself from the NBA. What is it now? I want to say 10, at least 13 years ago. Maybe 14 years ago when I divorced myself from the NBA, and I am happy I walked away. I saw the Celtics win. I saw a lot of great games in the 80s and the 90s and in the 2000s, some good ones, but the league changed, and I don't care. I don't care anymore. And I don't miss sports depression at all. That was my sports depression. This was my time of year. Basketball was my time of year for sports, and I don't miss it at all. I don't. Discord launches Arena Quest ad product tied to length of time spent playing sponsored games. That's disgusting. Fuck you, Discord. I wish Discord would go away. I wish we had a better voice chat app that could just replace Discord. I despise Discord with everything it is. It's a necessary evil, and I wish it wasn't there. I don't care about Squid Game creator. Don't care. The more Tilly Norwood stuff, don't care. They're all just scared. Let's go one more in, see if there's anything interesting. Quick scan. Don't care. There you go. Don't care. Nothing interesting. Nothing. Oh, anything to do with Big Bang Theory can get flushed down the toilet. Fuck that show. There we go. No, nothing there. Nothing there. All right, let's move on. IGN. OpenAI app Sora 2 opens floodgates to generative AI videos of Pikachu, Mario, and more. Mime time. I think they meant meme time. Good job, IGN. I think you meant meme time, you dumb fake motherfuckers. Anyway. Borderlands 4 patch makes big balance change. Nobody cares. Your game's a bust. Comixology's epic scavenger hunt event returns. No one uses Comixology. I know that from people who I know who read comics. Nobody uses Comixology. Failed. Superman and Spider-Man headline next Marvel and DC crossover. I hate gimmicks. Peaky Blinders. We talked about that. Nobody cares about Stephen King crying about anything. Everybody Loves Raymond returns 30 years after its debut with anniversary special. Ugh, I never liked that show. I tried. I just didn't. Daredevil Born Again originally planned a Punisher and Echo episode where the two spend an interesting night together. Ew! Ew! I don't want to know about that no-leg sex. Kill Bill, the whole body affair brings Quentin Tarantino's epic revenge films to theaters as one complete film. Well, see, there's the problem. The first one is, part one isn't bad. Part two is a disaster on ice. Terrible. Tron Ares writer talks reviving Disney's franchise again and how close we are to an AI-powered Jedi-led soldier. Listen, Tron Ares is going to do terribly. I predicted that. It's going to do bad. So, just wait. Starbreeze cancels co-op Dungeons & Dragons game project Baxter, lays off developers, and doubles down on Payday. Wow, okay. Cancellations, angers, and frantic subscription stacking. Internet reacts to Microsoft's Xbox Game Pass price hike. Well, we talk about that on Sunday. I'm saving that discussion for Sunday. Remember that. We're saving that for Sunday. GameStop declares it's not raising the price of Xbox Game Pass despite Microsoft's latest hike. Listen, GameStop has no place to talk about their prices. GameStop has never been a deal for anything, except maybe on Black Friday. Let's not do that. Do not throw stones in glass houses, GameStop. Do not throw stones. Your foundation is weak enough as it is. More of that. We're talking about that. More of the Xbox Game Pass stuff. Amazon Luna gives casual party games a shot. No, thank you. Pragmata devs worry that real-life AI has overtaken the AI portrayed in their game. Shut up. All right, moving on. Park Place. Rippaverse and Zach Levi announced Rippazine Collection Volume 1 of the exclusive story. Well, that's another high-profile win for, I guess, the Rippaverse. Good job. While I don't particularly give a damn about the Rippaverse, I do applaud what success it has had as a company and as a venture. So congratulations to Eric July on that. I'm still not going to buy any of it because I'm not interested at all. But I can give congratulations without ado. Photos. The Main Street USA train station refurbishment complete at Walt Disney World. Nobody cares. Box office confusion. Demon Slayer's Infinity Castle reportedly still chasing Superman Golden Prize, but passed it. Okay, it passed it last weekend, and now they've all adjusted the numbers. I don't know what's going on there. They showed it passing Superman last week. This is just for $1.99. Does it work? Is it safe? It does work, Jizz. There you go. Check. It does work. For another $1.99 from Diz, it does work. And that's enough for a $5. So I assume there's something in my Discord, Diz, that you wish me to react to. I'm going to assume, because that's enough for the $5, which is generally your game, my friend. Disney World slashes family vacation prices by $1,000 and more for 2026 in signs of aggressive need for customers. And another one, Discord. Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you, Diz, for another $1.99. And there's the James Gunn thing. Elon, this, that. Okay, so there you go. They have an editorial. James Gunn needs to shut up. DC co-head makes everything about himself. Yeah, thanks, Marvin. It's what we talk about all the time. Okay. All right, so there's the news. I'm sticking to it. And Diz has something in Discord. So let me open up Discord. And let's find out what unique thing Diz wants me to look at this week. Because it's usually something you go, why? Okay, let's see what we got. It's loading. Okay. Oh, it's still giant screen from last time I had it open here. Load. Everything's taking so slow. I don't understand why. Fuck you, Discord. Come on already. Thank you. For goodness sake. Okay. We got a DM from Diz. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Okay. Let's bring this up. All right. Okay, Diz the Jizz. Thank you for this. Emotional support chicken nuggets by relatable, cuddly plush collectibles and squishy toys, cozy fall gifts, and fun trick-or-treat toys. Includes 5 plushies with carrying baskets. So that's not just one unit there. That's you can send me the links to in Twitter DM, Jizz. That's how the other guys send me links for the videos they want me to watch. So you could DM me the links in Twitter. You could do that. You could do it there. So all right. So what we see right here, this is a multiple nuggets. Now here's the thing. If you're old enough to now, it doesn't say chicken McNuggets, but these are supposed to be chicken McNuggets. These are obviously chicken McNuggets. And you have to understand, back in the day, when I was a kid, when McDonald's had actual promotional material and they had actual marketing that wasn't just eat our food, when they really were marketing to the kids, the chicken nuggets were alive in the commercials, like Grimace and Ronald McDonald and the Hamburglar and Mr. McCheese, whatever the fuck they were all called. The chicken there were the McNuggets. They were a little bunch. They were alive. So this is a callback to that, obviously. But who the fuck needs emotional support nuggets? What is wrong with you? I need to grab a furry little puffball thing. What is this? I mean, you're perfect for companion for all ages. No, this is gay and retarded. 5 adorable expressions, each of a name, unique personality. What? All right, I was about to say a lot of very inappropriate names for this, but I won't. These things this is stupid. All right, here's the thing. First of all, I don't need an emotionally support plushie. I don't need emotional support anything. Would I like a hug once in a while from a hot woman? Yes, that would be great. I can get a hug from a hot chick. But, I give myself all the emotional support I need. Read between the lines. I don't need this thing. And this is just, I don't understand this. I don't understand this. Now, obviously, over 5,000 people have bought this who are retarded. 3,000 in the past month. Clearly, it has a market. But, I mean, how retarded is this? There's more. Emotional support chickies. Emotional support strawberries. I'm sorry, what kind of weak-willed person are you that you need this? I can understand buying this and giving this to a child as a present for their stuffed animal collection. I can understand that. But if you're over the age of 10 and you have this, even if you're a girl, I'm going to question your mental stability. I'm going to. There is something probably deeply wrong with you if you are doing this. What an emotional support machine pew. What? Oh, no. What is that? What is that she's holding against? I see it. You see it. We all see it. What is that? I mean, seriously, you know what that is. You know what we're seeing right here. This is degeneracy. This complete and total degeneracy. Now she's gripping them one in each hand. Oh, those are fries? Those are not emotional support fries. This is her. You know what? All right, I'm going to say it. She just wants a penis next to her face. That's all she wants. She wants penis and balls next to her face. That's what this is. That's what this is. This just shows you what she wants, what they're marketing. They're saying, ladies, you'll be happy if you have a big dick slapping you in the face and balls as well. That's what I'm seeing here. Have I been on the internet too long that this is what I'm seeing? Have I been here too long? Am I broken? This is terrible. Terrible. I don't want to see videos of people with this stuff. All right, custom. Oh my, that is a man's hand right there. No. Oh my God. Super cute. They will be an elf gift from. Okay, that's fine. For your kids, it's fine. This was such an awesome gift. Support nuggets are super cute and incredibly soft. Better quality than I expected. My friend absolutely loved them. Look exactly like the photo. Great quality and totally worth it. All right, giving to kids is fine. If you're an adult. They're marketing this for an adult here. They're marketing this for an adult for women to slap themselves in the face with this thing. Oh, man. I'm sorry. Ain't worth the money. Ain't worth the money. Let's see what else they got here. Those in capybaras, no. Crinkle fries. They ribbed for her pleasure. Regular fries, flowers, dumplings. Because you gotta have Asian love there, I guess. Oh no! Not the donuts. Not the donuts. Not the donuts. Ghosts. Highland cows. Not the hot dog. Ice cream. Pickles. There's the pickles. Mushrooms. Latte. Why is it pumpkin spice? What gay retarded shit is this? Pumpkin spice latte. I hate the world. Shit like this makes me hate the world even more. Kitties. Okay, that's kind of cute. Pizza. Pop-Tarts. Puppies. Yetis. I'm not going to make those jokes anymore. I moved on from that. So there it is. This is retarded. This is retarded. And man, no. I think we understand what it's really about there. Thank you, Diz, for the $6 for that one. All right. We got anything else? Do I have anything else? I think I've actually talked about everything I want to talk about. Unless you guys got something. We'll wrap it up. All right. So, what do we got rest of the day? You can catch the edited video you're going to get from this for my James Gunn thing there. That'll go out a little bit later this afternoon. Then, we're gonna, like I said, I'm not going to make any promises. We'll try and stream this tonight. Honestly, I'm leaning towards not, because I'm probably just going to be tired and I'm going to want to shut it down and just do things at my own speed, not do the stream. So we'll probably find time next week to get this started. It'll be a little late, but it's not going to. The game's 30 years old. It's a new version, but it's still a 30-year-old game. People are excited, and there will be spoilers, of course, because guess what? The game's been out for 30 years. You don't know what happened in it. It's not my problem. But I will be looking forward to this. I'll get it installed before then. We'll see. we'll see what happens. If you see the warning pop up around 8 o'clock tonight for an 8:30 stream for a couple of hours, there you go. We'll get it done. We'll see. I promise nothing, though. Tomorrow is Friday. We'll have chat, maybe watch us reviews, Jack and Jill. Because see, I still have to watch Jack and Jill tonight, too. That's the thing. I have to watch Jack and Jill. That's already been paid for. This is just me doing extra stuff. So I still have to get Jack and Jill done. I might have time this afternoon. I might not. We'll see what happens. So we got chat and watch us reviews tomorrow. We'll see what other stuff you guys don't want to do tomorrow as well. Then Saturday night drive-in, we got John Carpenter's A Thing. And then we got Roundtable, 3 p.m. Eastern. 3 p.m. Eastern now on Sunday. Join us for that as we start Roundtable 4.0. 4.0 begins. And then, of course, tomorrow night is Ballbusters. And tomorrow night is Jed. Jed is guest tomorrow night on Ballbusters. The Ginger comes back for more. I don't know. I guess I'm not enough for him on the weekend. I came out so bad. He's going to watch us and go, you son of a bitch for saying that. Hey, listen. He came in and tortured me yesterday in the comments section, all right? I deserve to torture him a little bit. Anyway, so that's it. That's the weekend. Of course, there'll be co-op play this weekend, Final Fantasy 14. We're having fun with that as always. Maybe we'll get a house next week. I put a bidding in for a new house. Anyway, all right, guys, we're going to wrap it up then. Just short of an hour, unless you guys got anything else you want to throw in there. Anyone? Oh, what? See, this is the degenerate Lalafell shit I talk about. Here it is. All right. Yeah, have your fun. I give you the clips you need. I provide entertainment. I provide all kinds of stuff. Anyway, all right. If we don't have anything else, then we are going to wrap it up. Thank you, everybody, once again, for another fun day, for another great daily dive. I appreciate all of you. And I hope you hit that like button. I hope you subscribe. Check out the channel. YouTube's beating me up a little bit right now, so I continue to need all the support you guys can give me, and I appreciate every second of time you spend with me, whether it's watching a video or joining me for the live streams or watching me play a video game. So I will see you guys maybe later tonight, definitely tomorrow. Until then, take it easy.